Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. You guys read the title. This is a long overdue mod. We are putting a duckbill on my IS350. I think it's going to make it look more aggressive. The box is down there. I'm about to set up my camera and show it to you guys, but for starters, we're so close to 1K. I can't believe we're at 800. There's 800 of you guys who actually enjoy watching this kind of content. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And if you're back, welcome back. And it's great to see you again. Let's unpack this, see what's in the box. I'm not going to pretend like I'm just opening this for the first time right now because I did open it up before. I had to see what was inside. I don't even know where to clip this thing onto. So here it is in all of its beauty, the carbon fiber duckbill. It's not actual carbon fiber. I honestly couldn't find one online that actually came like actual carbon fiber, but eventually, I don't know, eventually down the line, I'm going to replace the whole trunk with a carbon fiber trunk, but it's like, I think it's $1,200. So that's like a down the line kind of thing that we're going to worry about. But for now, this is what it looks like. And you know what? I'm actually glad I went over the gloss black because I think it's going to fit this aesthetic much more. I need to get a new microphone. I keep turning these junks off and I forget. All right, and at step number one, all you got to do is open up your trunk, which is the most easiest thing ever. And you got to just pull the cover from the trunk for this half and this half only. So just don't lose these. These are really easy to lose. So I'm just going to put them in my trunk on top of like this yellow rag I have because my trunk is black. So these things are going to get lost quickly. But yeah, it's really easy. Just stick your fingers here and then pull towards yourself. There's one more up here if I'm not wrong. Oh, there's actually one here as well. But I'm going to start with the top one because it's easier to take off. Stick your fingers, pull. I'm doing this with one hand, so it's not that difficult. There comes off another one. And then this one here. Let's see if we can get this off with one hand. Yep, there you go. Once you take those two off, you're just going to bend this here, and there should be a 10 millimeters somewhere. So just for like point of context, like this is the trunk, right? It's off, and then if we come inside of it, it's right there. It's that one that you see. My finger's like pointing at it. It's all the way in the back. That's the one we got to get out. There's two of those, so there is one on this side and on the other one. Now, genuinely, it's just better if you take off the whole entire cover. I was going to try to like do it with half of it off. Don't make it harder on yourself. Try to take it off completely. You have better access at that 10 millimeter. It's back there. So we got the tools, but this weather is like bipolar and it's cloudy one minute and then it's not the next. So let me try to actually see what I can fit in here. You will need a 10 millimeter, possibly with an extender to make this work. Not this long or this big, but it's the only thing I got and it works. I'm not taking any chances. So what I did was I put a piece of paper in between. You could point at it, Hedda, where the paper is.
Right here.
Yeah, like right there. And then with my fingers, I just finished off untying it. And it just fell onto the paper and rolled back down onto the floor, which is now in my hand. Now the other side. Oh, there's another one. Wait, Hedda, there's another pin. I thought that was it. Lift this like this. Hold this. And this is why you let me do the work first, so then you guys don't break anything.
All right. So get one of these. I don't even know what the hell they're called. The hairband. These things are working good.
So this is definitely a two-man team. He's lifting. All right, now we gotta go. The problem is you can't just run it through the actual screws. Okay. Lift. Lift, lift, lift. Lift, 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 and it came off. We have a bit of a problem, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you can see this, but on the OEM duckbill, there's 3 holes that this goes attached to. And, like, I'm concerned about getting water inside of my trunk when it rains. And, well, obviously this, I don't even know if you can see me. This prevents it because it has, like, the 3 screws. But the new one, it covers them, especially on this corner, you can still see the hole. It's a big gap. And I don't trust myself enough to leave my car like that with such a big gap. So we're going to try to remove the 3M tape now. I'm going to settle for a little bit of a DIY, honestly, in the meantime. Just because I already took it off and it does look better. I think once I make this all flush and I end up putting this on, I might be able to cover these holes pretty well. What I'm gonna do though is just for an extra safety measure while I'm like in the process of buying a new trunk. I'm gonna put some like duct tape from the inside so it covers the holes, and then just like maybe a black strip going along here on the outside just to cover it. You're not gonna notice it, but honestly, I think that will like just protect any rain getting inside of there. I'm gonna use a strip of electrical tape on the outside just because it's heat resistant, it's fire resistant, and it's also waterproof. So it'll check off all 3 boxes. I don't have any goo gone, but I have goof off. So it's all clean. There's a couple imperfections on the actual like trunk itself, which sucks. There's like, it's chipping here, the paint, and there's a little bit of rust here. More than anything, it's just those little microchips. And at first I thought I did it on accident when I was like scraping off all the 3M tape, but it's also on this side. So I imagine it's just from the actual like spoiler that was on here before. It's a bummer, bro. It genuinely is. But like I said, I plan on getting a new trunk eventually, so I'm not gonna like sit here and cry about this. There's a hole. You could see it. You can see the sky through it, but there's a bit of like rust in there. Yeah, there's a good amount of rust in there. I'm gonna try to like clean it off before I actually put anything back in. All right, this is what my brother ended up doing. This is a 2-man job. These 2 are covered. The middle one isn't, just because my fingers couldn't fit back there, but this middle one does get covered by the spoiler, so I'm not too worried about that. I will run one final piece of electrical tape across this that's black, and that should be the final thing I'm going to do. All right, so we put this in. Now we're just going to actually install the actual spoiler in, and I mean we're almost done. This is it, actually, literally it. You're just gonna help me, Amanda, hold on to it. So we added the double-sided tape to the actual spoiler. We weren't able to find the thicker double-sided tape that I had, so we're just gonna settle for this, and I'll update you guys in a month on how it's sticking. I should be fine, but anyway, it would have been nice to have the thicker one. I think it's just a glue, bro. Ended up going for some thicker 3M tape. We're gonna try it. This looks like it might actually work this time compared to what we had. We use this. Let's actually try to stick it on. All right, so we ended up finishing up the installation. There is still like on this side, this is solid. On this side, you can kind of see it's a little flimsy. I don't know if it's like, it looks like it's not sticking as well, honestly, from like this corner over here. So I'm gonna try to leave it with like a dumbbell overnight. I'll put a dumbbell in like a bag so I don't actually scuff up the actual spoiler, and I'm gonna leave it like that overnight. Hopefully like the pressure of that on both sides ends up like helping it stick on, and then the heat of the morning finishes off the job. But yeah, because when I put pressure on it, it sticks on well, but it just looks like after a while the pressure of this just pops it back out. Don't forget, because I haven't done it yet, to add the cover back on. I'm going to do that, but I'm not going to waste your time and have you guys watch all that. But yeah, remember to reinstall this, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you for watching another video, and let's get to 1K, and I'll see you guys in the next one.